All right, so this is part two of my GED story. Before we get into this video, real quick, first one, I want to tell you guys thank you for checking out part one. Check out part one. Don't forget to comment below, like and share, subscribe. Let's get into the video and let's get into it real quick. So, I told you guys all about the other stuff on part one. So this on part two, real quick, I'm gonna tell you guys about this. What happened is that after I got my little flake diploma, whatever. Found out that the flake diploma was worth nothing. Pretty much, there was a woman could pretty much sign her dog up, which is a true story, in order to get this diploma, and the dog got the diploma. It's worthless. It was straight up worthless. So I'm walking around with that, and I mean, it is what it is. What it is was what it was, and I pretty much was able to still get jobs, which was crazy. It was really crazy because they always say that you need a high school diploma or a GED equivalent. And that little piece of paper right there wasn't worth nothing. But I was able to still get jobs after jobs after jobs after jobs. Like, I would have that paper and show Parkview Baptist Academy, yada yada yada. People look at it and they're like, okay, you're hired. And I would be stressed a bit about it because I'm like, man, what if they look this school up and show that, you know, I didn't completely fully graduate. All they saw was that I was respectful. I was willing to work. People hired me. I guess people didn't do their research. I don't know. Um, and I was able to get a job at Sam's Club. I was able to get a job at MD Anderson, where I'm at now, which is crazy, but it is what it is. So, fast forward, I got into a relationship, and my thoughts at that point in time was just to, which still is now, to um, provide for my family. And I was at the point where I was like, man, I just want to make it. I just want to make something of myself. So during that time when I was in high school, I did speak to a recruiter for the Navy, or whatever, or for the Marines, I believe. But I didn't go fully on through with it because I didn't pass a part in the practice ASVAB. So fast forward again, here I am in my mid 20s. I'm like, you know what? Talking to my ex girlfriend at the time. Hey, look, I'm just trying to make it. We got these things are going to come up soon. I know life is going to happen, but I want to better prepare us for this life. So I'm gonna get to the Navy. She was on board with it. I was on board for it. I had to drop my weight down, and I was losing like a lot of weight because of the meal plans I was on, watching what I do, and working out a little bit more regularly. People want to call and text me at this time. Put this on vibrate. So I dropped the weight, and I went back to the recruiter. This time it was for, like I said, the Navy, and I had that little piece of paper right there showing Parkview Baptist Academy, saying, "Wow, here you go. Um, I'm gonna take this little practice ASVAB test. I'm gonna score as best as I can and get whatever job I can get." And then he tells me that we can't accept you because we looked this up, and this school that you got your diploma from is not in our system, so we can't accept you. So he was saying what you should do is go get your GED, come back, and then we'll get you started. What he did not tell me is that we can still take you and you can work on getting your GED while you're still serving time in the military. He didn't give me any of that information. He was just upset that, this kid I didn't, picked up and try to get him in on this whole deal of going to the Navy or whatever, and feel like it was a waste of time. And I can see his whole face expression, his whole body, his whole everything, his mood, his body language, everything changed when he felt like he couldn't get me in. And he was like, "Yeah, get your GED and get out of here." He just threw me to the side like I was nothing, like I wasn't important. So I started focusing on getting my GED. And at that point in time, I was working two jobs at the same time. I was working overnight, and I was also working my main job as well. And so I'm not getting that much sleep. I'm not resting like the way I'm supposed to be properly. And I'm studying for my GED, and I'll pass everything except for math. It was always math, always math. And so what happened after that is that it took me a total of what, four times to pass the math. And the reason why is because for me, I can do anything, any subject or whatever. I can get A's and B's in it, to be honest with you. And I've shown it. But it was just the fact that with math, I need supreme focus to focus in on it, because that's just how I am. Because that's just, it is what it is. But not, I'm better than what I have been in the past because of how I know how my mind works and how I receive information. So while I'm sitting there working overnight, studying, working two jobs, I'm eating, so I'm gaining weight again. So finally, the reason why I failed, I would take the GED. You have three times for what I remember, and then after the third time, if you fail it, you have to wait a certain amount of time to take it again. I was able to take it quicker because on that third time I took it, there were people outside of the area, of the test room area, that was making a lot of noise, a lot of commotion, and the testing teacher herself got up and told them to move around, make all this noise. People are testing here, and it just threw me off. It just messed up everything, running low on time, all that, and I was able to talk to somebody, and able to, retake the test. So took it a fourth time, and I finally passed it, which is beautiful and awesome. So finally got my GED, and at that point in time, I think I can't remember how much time passed during that time. I can't remember if it was a year or whatever, because I went through the whole class process of learning and practicing for it and training for it, and it took a minute, but it didn't take too long. But it was a process of going through with it and preparing yourself for it. And so at that point in time, I was just like, you know what? I guess I'll try the military again. I go back there and I talk to the people in the military, and that's when I found out that, I said, hey, I got my GED. I was trying to get into and listen to the Navy, Army, Marines, Air Force, anyone, whoever can accept me, I'll take it. And he's saying, so what happened? And the guy who I spoke to at that time, the new recruiter I spoke to, said, why didn't you, go this that first time? And I was saying, well, it was because I didn't have my GED. And then that's when he told me, you could have pretty much got your GED and worked on it and still got accepted into whatever branch. And that's pretty much it. And when I found out about that, like my heart dropped. I was like, after all that, and that pissed me off. It broke me a little bit, but I shook it off. Said it is what it is. I enrolled into Lone Star College. Took whatever classes I could take. Did pretty good. Did pretty decent. I stopped going because because of what what happened throughout the years. I had to take. I wasn't in the right mindset. Hopefully this year, maybe this year, how things go with my acting career, I will get back into college. If I don't, then I do know for a fact I'll still be successful. But the point of the story is that, that woman who was trying to go for her GED, and she was going to stop because people were making fun of her for asking silly questions about it. And I want to follow up with that story, but I know last time I checked in on it, she said she's going to keep going, which is beautiful. Just like with me, with all those things that happened during that time frame, it's awesome and amazing that I was able to pull through and to pass and to get enrolled and to roll into college and to go on and to start acting and finding out what my true passion was acting. Throughout those hard, troublesome years of trying to, I don't want to say, I guess you could say find myself, or I can say more of like trying to find some inspiration, trying to find something to keep me going because I just couldn't see myself doing anything else. I was going to go for physical therapy, found out that it wasn't for me, did some volunteer work and saw I could do it, but it just wasn't my passion. So I said, follow your passion, go for your dreams. And that's when I said, I love writing. I'm always imitating somebody. Spoke to my uncle one day, and he was like, "You're gonna do a lot of things." So I'm like, "You do a lot of things in acting. There's always a character you can play." So, and I always love, making silly, funny voices. So, yeah, I went for it. There you go. I started acting. I've been getting like a lot of high praises from a lot of people, which is really awesome. And I took that leap forward. Denzel Washington, he had a speech. I can't remember verbatim who he got this whole little small story from, or saying from, or whatever. But he was saying that picture that you are on your deathbed, and that around you, all your hopes, your dreams, your goals that you want to get to, that you wanted to achieve, are talking to you and telling you that I'm going to die with you because you didn't bring me to life. And that stuck with me. And that's what told me to get up, go for acting. You have to do it. You only get one life, and you want to enjoy life. So you have to go for it. As I said my mind. Cheers. And you have to go for it. Whether it's your GED, whether it's that job you're trying to get, whether it's something out there that you really do want and desire, you got to go for it. You can't let people get into your head. You can't let these obstacles come your way and you get so far to where you just give up. Seek out information. Just keep asking questions. I know people probably might get irritated and tired of you asking questions, but the more questions you ask, the better you know, the better you learn. And I wish I would have told myself that and shook it off when those situations happened or occurred. But something else I want to share with you all before I end this video. Let me see famous people who. So this is a list right here of famous people who got their GED, showing that I'm not the only one. And there's a lot of people out there who look down upon people who say, "You got your GED," and they're like, "Ugh," looking at you with the same face, like something about you stinks. So I looked up the 50 most successful people who have received a GED, and Jim Carrey is on that list. Michael J. Fox is on that list. Who else is on this list? Christina Applegate, Nicolas Cage. Well, I like Nicolas Cage. He's funny. I like him. He seemed like a cool guy. Brandon Lee, R.I.P. to Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son. I believe that's who that is. D.L. Hughley, Christian Slater, Lindsay Lohan, Lindsay Lohan, Richard Pryor. Not throwing shade on these celebrities or whatever, but it's good that they receive their GD and move forward with their life. Cameron Diaz, Charlie Sheen is one, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Joshua Leonard, Michelle Rodriguez, Bill Cosby, Elton John, Cyndi Lauper, Eminem, Waylon Jennings, 50 Cent. Of course, Jay-Z and Beyonce is on this list. Britney Spears is on this list. Dave Thomas. Who else is? Wally Amos, George Eastman. Even some politicians that got their GED. Richard Carmona, John Huntsman Jr., Ruth Ann Minor. I hope I'm pronouncing their names right. Judge Greg Mathis got his GED. Athletes with a GED. Michael Chang, Jeremy Bonderman. So just showing you and telling you guys that, and there are beautiful, crazy stories how people got their GEDs and they're celebrities and they're successful, or some more than others and some not doing too well, but you get to see their body of work and see that they didn't give up and they have to keep going. And that's the thing about it. People want to, like I said earlier, people want to throw shade on people that got their GED. When there's a willing and a way, and you trying to make it something on yourself, go for it, man. Just go for it. So that's my GED story. I'm gonna stop it right there, end it right there. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Did you like this video? I hope you did. Like I said, like, share, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Sharing is caring. Sip my wine. Cheers. We're out of time. Y'all be safe. Thank you for listening to my story. I really do appreciate this. Uh, as far as me in acting, I got a lot going on, man. I'm in a play right now, and the play is called You Only Get One. If you want those tickets, go to ticketbud.com, go to events, then you type in You Only Get One, scroll down, you'll see the tickets for Saturday and Sunday. When you see those tickets and those listings, make sure when you scroll through and you're trying to select your tickets, make sure you look for my name, James Charfion. They spelled my last name wrong, but it's all good, all gravy. It's cool, no worries. You'll see it when you see it. And yeah, come out and enjoy it. It's a Christian-based gospel play. It's the story of Gertrude Pitts and her family struggling, trying to come together as one. But it's a great stage play, comedy, Christian based. You guys will love it. Also, don't forget to check out the Just Acting Up show and like, comment, share, and subscribe to that one as well. It's a great show. I share that podcast with my two other friends, two kings, Chris Chapman, Michael Tolliver. And also, I'm gonna try to get back to doing some more YouTube videos. I've just been so crazy busy with acting. I got a lot of great things coming up. I'm part of an acting workshop later on this weekend, where I get to portray. Well, I pretty much get to recite my scene and perform my scene in front of some very great talent agencies, acting agencies. So cross my fingers on that for that. Yeah, I'll pray for your boy, and I also will be have to be on set right afterwards. So yeah, I'm staying busy. I'm also a part of Acting Out Studios, where they're trying to help and teach me about the business as well and get going. So I've done a lot of independent work with a lot of people here in Houston, Texas, on the O'Shea series, episode one. I think just look out for the O'Shea series, and because I'm a part of that as well too, with many multiple talented people. And that's pretty much about, it's more than that. I'm part of some more projects, but I do believe this has been my best breakout year, and something good is going to happen to me. Something beautiful is coming, and I just know it. So y'all stay tuned. Okay, that's enough time. I'm done. Thank y'all for tuning in. Love y'all. Be safe. Share, comment, like, subscribe, all that.